Here we go. We are live, straight politicking on all you suckers. Everything's looking good. I'm Alex Alonso 101, Alonso with an S on all social media platforms. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and my personal YouTube channel, Alex Alonso 101. And we're also on all your podcast audio platforms, Spotify, iHeart, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to watch us, we're on Street TV YouTube. And I'm here with my co-hosts from out of Inglewood, always up to no good, the city of champions, the I, as they say, La Ciudad de Campeones, 6 champions to that little tiny town. And I'm here with Munchie B, the mayor. But we also got our occasional co-host. Reoccurring co-host.
Sure.
ODM Slim. Damn, I said ODM Mayor. ODM Slim, who I've been knowing for many years now because we've been tied into some other content before really people was contenting.
Right.
But damn, when was the first time? Was it with the dude from 5'9"?
Yes, it was.
It was with the dude from 5'9".
It was on Venice.
We was in the Mansfields.
Yeah.
We was in the Mansfields, and man, that was some years back.
And I checked out the content with the older cast from 5'7", and he was out there
right.
with him.
Yup. We bumped to the area.
Oh yeah, that was a classic. That was a classic interview. I still want to tap in with the dude from Belize.
Oh yeah,
over the phone.
I talked to him yesterday too. He said a lot of stuff he want to talk about. So yeah, I got to tap you in.
And I keep telling you this also. I want to tap in with a 5-6 syndicate.
Yeah, I got my. He wanted me to do something for him, and I just never got time to do it. But yeah, I got my boy, man.
That's where your hood is at now, right? The 5-6 syndicate had that all back in the day.
That's that.
And I think I've said this before. The first time I ever heard of 5-6 syndicate was reading Monster Cody's book. That's crazy, huh? I was like, what the heck is 5-6 syndicate?
That's the homies. That's the big homies.
They weren't Crip, they weren't Blood. They were just their own thing.
Yeah, it was back in the time where it was like the businessman, Slossers, all that type of stuff. They came with all that type of.
Well, I don't think they go back that far.
Yeah,
that's the 50s.
Well, like I'm not saying that they came at the same time as they came out, but like I'm saying that's that. There wasn't cripping. There was no cripping.
Yeah. But I think 5-6 syndicate is the 70s.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're the 70s and early 80s.
Before cripping, I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, no, there was Crips around.
No, not at that time.
So what you saying? They had to be like the late 60s.
Was before the Crips. They was before the cripping was around. Then when the
that's why we got to get this.
Yeah. Then the Hustlers came out. So it's like that's how it comes. It was the syndicates, then the 555, the Hustlers. The Hustlers came out of them, grew out of the Hustlers. Then the neighborhoods come out of that.
But there was always West Side Crips around, though. Because West Side came out in 71.
Okay, see.
Hey.
Then I might.
Them older early on hoods, they had no originality, right? Because all of them had neighborhood and hustler, like
right.
All of them slapped neighborhood in front of it, like the
or block. Block was a big thing.
Block too.
Oh yeah, block. Okay, because it was either neighborhood, you was some hustlers, block. Yep. Because it's a lot.
You got to think that's
blocks coming last though, because you got the nutty blocks, you got the 11A block East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Lamo block, which is one I know. Then you got ROllin 100 block. But you got the Bloods and Crips, they all put neighborhood in front of the 8-9s on the east side.
Yeah, the 20s had neighborhood
20s
on their name in 1971.
Neighborhood Paru
before it was Bloods.
Because
it was in hoods.
Because the thing is, like I'm telling you all the time, like back in the days, people don't understand that neighborhood, it means homies. It means just the area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. And people did just because now the homies got to serve this thing for them. So and we hear neighborhood, you think about you the homie, them niggas over there.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. We have all these identities that started in the 70s: blocks, hustlers, neighborhoods, gangsters. But there's no doubt the neighborhoods got the most sets behind them. How did they ended up growing so big, and everyone else is kind of smaller?
I really can't. It's not even that because, all right, first of all. It's two fashions. First of all, it's two fashions. It's the West Side neighborhoods and the East Coasters. So that's what makes it so huge, East and West. You know what I'm saying? It just East and West.
But it seems like every year a new set is joining in the neighborhoods.
What else?
The Parises became neighborhoods.
Paris been neighborhood.
Well, they've been neighborhoods, but actually part of their hood wants to be East Coast now.
Right, 500 block, and the other part's supposed to be for the 50s. But
yeah, what about There's a couple sets in the hundreds. Are the hundreds all the hundreds neighborhoods?
No.
Okay.
UG and Bullon, they not neighborhoods. I mean, the blocks, in my mind they was, but I guess they not doing the neighborhood thing now.
And even where you're from, when I was in high school in the '80s,
Right.
that really wasn't known as like a neighborhood Crip area.
Right.
You had big time hustlers.
Right.
They were 5'4".
5'4", 5'5". That's what I'm saying.
And then eventually, I think because of the 60 influence over there on 58th, they became hustlers. I mean, neighborhoods at one point.
I see my big homie, his family is like was from 60s and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So we had 60s in the hood, like not because of teaspoon them on the 8, but because they were just over there. You know what I'm saying? We had more rocking with us in the hood. We had different people that's in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, then it's the 40s, it was other people that was in the hood. It was just like, you know what I'm saying, East Coasters, Six Deuces was all in the hood. Even when the homies was cool with the Troubles, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of East Coasters from Troubles. A lot of East Coasters, a lot of homies from Troubles. So that's where like that shit came from, like more than just like 6 Soldiers came in. It was like I feel like the Six Deuces have way more influence on that.
So when you say that there's the east side and the west side, is there any internal friction within the neighborhood car, or it's still one? It's still one.
We so that's why we say east side, west side, because even like we say in here is the big card. It's the big card, and we got the individual blocks. But in actuality, bro, we beef with each other. So it's really about my block. I'm talking about, it's like, I'm from Neighborhood Crip, but I'm from rolling 50s. Like, it's us right here. Because we can get to it the 40s today, and it'd be like that. If we get to the 90s today, it'd be like that. But don't get me wrong, these are niggas. We straight with them. We fuck with them. That's the homies. But we from this right here, though. This is the home team right here. You know what I'm saying?
But in the county jail and in prison, there's definitely an unfair advantage to the neighborhood car.
It's not. We beef for everybody, bro.
Wait, let me ask Munchie. What do you think of that statement I just said? Unfair advantage because their car is just so deep.
No, I don't think it's unfair. I don't know. When you used to something, like I'm used to, like it ain't unfair. It's like regular, like really. But you know, the neighborhood's deep. I think, in my opinion, the strongest Crip card is probably the Hub and the Dub.
Right. That's like I said. It's a big card.
They move like so. But when you used to something, it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think it's unfair. I think shit.
I'm just saying, like, even the blocks, right? I would say, like, even at West Side, right? Because as much West Side blocks we have, the Hoovers has as much blocks we have on West Side. We probably got 13, they probably got 11. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you got the gangsters. So it's like, with us, it may look like, oh yeah, this and that, but 9 times out of 10, we got way more ops than anything.
Well, you got neighborhoods, and then you got people that's a part of the neighborhood card. They ain't got the NH on there, but they still part of that collective though. So you got to add them in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Raymond, they not neighborhoods, but they're part of the neighborhood card. You know what I'm saying? Menlo, they Menlo, but you know, yeah,
they was. That's sorry. They changed that.
We could go even.
I go to Geary Games, West Boulevards.
Yeah, West Boulevards for sure. Man, he going forever. And that, I mean, now the legends, they threw neighborhoods on there. They neighborhood legends.
There's one. That's a new one, right? The legends.
That's not a new one though.
That's not.
Nah, yeah.
They were doing that at first, and this is the thing though.
No,
doing stuff for a little while, and they stopped doing something because of something, and then they once something else happened, they pick it back up.
They officially became neighborhoods like 2005, 2006.
That's when they start. When they got into it, the Raymond's again. That's when they really start banging neighborhood. Straight up, when they started getting, before that, they been was saying neighborhood legends. But when they got to the Raymond Avenues, that's when they start, we neighborhood legends. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Yeah, I for sure say 05, 06. I don't know. I think that's gonna do it anyway. Hey, cause my theory is this: if you beef with Inglewood family, H.R. Hoover, you are automatically a part of the neighborhood card.
That's the. But that's just it.
No, that's just what I believe because like soon as the Main Street started beefing with Hoover, like
they're not neighborhoods.
They rock with the neighborhoods heavy.
But listen, so let me tell you this, bro. The Main Streets and the 40s been rocking with each other niggas since the 90s. They was dark mafia, been dark mafia.
Yeah.
So, but even though they was kicking with the kitchens and all that other stuff.
That's kicking with Hoovers and kitchens and they didn't like Neighborhood Crips when I was younger.
Yeah. But they was kicking with the Broadways. Listen, understand, the Main Streets and the Broadways was like this. 11 was Broadways. And at that time, 11 was Broadways beef for the Hoovers. There was beef with the Hoovers.
I remember.
Then. And so that's what the Main Streets like it had half and half of the hood like was messing with certain side, wasn't messing with it. So the Hoover beef was just waiting to happen.
Yeah, but that was pushing some Hoover Mafia shit, bro.
Oh, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I get wrong. I've been around a lot of Main Streets, and I knew they wasn't beef with this, but they was be cool with the Broadways, 11 Dudes Broadway. So it always been them and the Broadways been cool.
But what I could say, Rolling 60s and 8 Trey Gangsters single-handedly effed up the Crip car way back when they started beefing, and they just into a fraction.
Back in '79.
Right, and they ruined it, and everybody picked their sides. They either with them gangsters or you messing with the hustlers, and everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there was another Crip beef that happened in the same year of '79.
But they didn't ruin
Who
it.
was in the
Rolling Hundreds.
It was originally it was the underground,
right? But
they didn't ruin
But
it.
it didn't. See, the thing is this: even when Hoover's underground, right? The underground Crips and the Hoover Crips they had their own. Now, it was when it came to this the magnitude of the '60s. It was just they was huge. 8 Trades is huge. Now these two powerhouses. Nonetheless, two big ass powerhouses, bro, and they split everything because it was like you either fuck with this or you fuck with this. And it's all the hustlers, all the little hustler gangs, all of this and that. If you fuck with this, they fuck with this.
If you a hustler, you automatically with the neighborhoods.
No.
Yeah.
No, listen, you got hustlers that turned, everything was hustlers at first. But everything that they turned something else, they turned gangsters, they turned this, they turned that. It's not because it was hustlers.
And then some people just stayed hustlers and just added Crip.
Right.
Kept the hustler with the Crip.
Right.
Hustler Crips is associated with neighborhood.
Never.
Heavy.
What about the East Side Hustler Crips off
Exactly.
of like 108th or something?
They don't hang with us or nothing. They hustlers, you got to understand this.
I think Munchie's thinking about the hustlers in the hundreds.
He's talking about the hard time.
Hard time hustlers, yeah.
The 10 foes. You got 10 Trays, which is down the street on Vermont, and they kick with the Hoovers.
I'm talking about. I'm not absolutely not talking about the 10 Trays.
No,
I'm not talking about them at all.
You told the
That's
10 foes you talking
a lot of confusion. I don't know what's wrong with that, but I'm talking about the rest of the hustlers. They gravitate to neighborhoods.
No, listen. So let's go East Side hustlers, right?
The only ones you got some bellflower dudes that just green rags. That's it, or black or green, and then outside of that, then the 10 trade and everything else is they might as well just blend in.
But I'm saying there's only one of them that's with the neighborhoods. It's only one hustle that neighborhood.
8 and 10-4. You know what I'm saying?
The hard times. That's only what I'm saying. But it's a gang of other hustlers. You know what I'm saying? It's only the hard times. Only two part.
And them hustlers like 10-8, 10-5, 10-4, 10-6, all them little block hustlers that's on the east side, they gravitate towards East Coasters, which is neighborhoods.
No, they gravitate to just gangsters, really. They want the gangsters in the prisons and all that.
What gangsters?
They want the gangsters. They want with the back streets and all that. They want all the gangsters and all with the hustlers. Because they want hubbing and double, I think, too. The ones that's, because the 10-8, 10 foes, and all them, they run hubbing and dub.
Now, do you remember the Playboy Hustler Crips that were here on the west side? I think they kind of defunct now, but they were their own thing, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they went at it with the Hoovers, though.
And us.
And y'all, huh? Yeah, I don't think they exist anymore, but I think where were they at?
6'8".
All of them is gone except for Playboy Gangsters.
Oh, yeah, they were 6'8" and 6'9".
Yep, right there.
Playboy style, Playboy Hustler, all that's like defunct at this point.
Yep. Only Playboy gangsters.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Fuck Munchie B, we had to be doing gang talking and stuff.
I want to talk about our most famous podcaster. That's a gangster though.
Ant Jefe.
Young Ant. And the way people are covering this on the internet, it just seems like AdSense and clicks
Distasteful.
is what's influencing people to just run content on this young brother, because even at this point in time, we don't have all the information on his case. In fact, his lawyer doesn't even have all the discovery on this case. But we got people running with narratives on what it is, what it was, who was involved, and I got to say at least 75% of what I've been hearing has turned out to be false.
Right. Yeah. Everybody want to be the first one to break a story. That's the problem.
We covered the story of the taco truck shooting last week, Munchie. Mm-hmm. And then I think that same day, people were running saying Young Ant was the one that shot the dude at the taco truck.
Right.
That turned out to be 100% false.
Right.
And then there was another individual that Young Ant got dragged into his case.
Yeah, multiple. And so the first what people understand was they put him at the shooting in A Trey Hoover's.
Oh yeah,
Where Africa got killed.
Oh yeah, Winnie 100 did that.
Yeah, they put him in the toss because he was online. He said instead of saying they shot, he said I, and he's like, oh, I messed up and said I, and then they look, he admitted to it right here. Right. This is what he admitted to it doing the shooting up the A Trey Hoover hood day. So I'm having my own hood day, and I'm with my own homies, and I'm gonna go.
So Young Ant misspoke on his own video,
right?
And then people just twisted it.
Then how he did the bandit thing. That he eyes red. They told me he was crying, so he cried and he knew he was going to jail. And this is his last video, so he knew that's what happened with the bandit. He knew. I'm like, yeah, man, this is so cold, bro.
And then what about linking him to Big U's son?
Yeah, bro, that's like, man, that was crazy. Like, not knowing, like, even like, all right, people trying to put shit together. All right, cool, I understand that. But when you put like certain like games, these two gangs, we just talk about these two gangs, the history of these two gangs. The simple stuff like that can start a fire real fast. Simple.
Well, I want to call out a couple of people who've done some extremely irresponsible coverage of Young Ant's case, and I don't care what their excuses are because you got to vet your information.
Right.
It doesn't matter where you got it from or who did it first. You guys have huge channels that amplify these misnarratives. Poetic Flakko.
For sure.
100% wrong in his first clip that he put.
Sure.
And it seemed like he was enjoying himself by talking about the challenges that Young Ant is going through right now.
Right.
He seemed like he had a fun time doing a video that had nothing but misinformation in it.
And I think Wack gave him that information too. I think Wack admitted to giving them that type of information.
That's on my team that talk to them dudes every day. They didn't know nothing about it. Think about it. 600 reported on the taco shit.
Yeah.
I'm the one gave Flakko the video.
Okay, of the taco shop.
Yeah, I gave Flakko the video.
So you were convinced by the taco thing temporarily?
Well, I got a call from over there saying Ant's in jail for killing the homie.
Right.
And I'm like, well, shit. They don't know that. He said, Wack, the other dude already from his neighborhood to do with the gap in his mouth, Young Woo is his name, right?
Yeah.
Had already said it, right? So then when I called over there, they said, bro, we got the video. They sent me the video. So when I'm looking at the video, I'm like, I see a bunch of people, and I don't really know Ant's cars like that. I'm like, all right, well, he been picked up. They say, Wack, here go the video to it. So I sent it to Flakko.
So he's number one person. He has a big channel, and he needs to. The bigger your channel is, the more responsible you got to be in vetting your information. I heard a guy say that there is no excuse if you have 1 million subscribers. Now, Poetic Flakko doesn't have 1 million, but this guy said if you got 1 million subscribers on your channel, you should never put out false information. You have a duty, a responsibility more than the next person because you're amplifying this story to more people, more places, and more faces. And I would say the same for a channel like Flakko. In our space, that's a huge channel.
Right. No, for sure it is.
And he did a horrible job.
Terrible.
Fumbled.
Second person I want to mention, he's not from LA, but he's from California. Ceddy Nash.
Motherfucker.
That was one of the most horrible videos that I saw on the coverage of Young Ant. And I'm speechless.
Me too. Me too, because when they said it, it's like I heard this morning. They said, "Who said this?" I'm looking like, what? Who the F would say something like that? Like, who's stupid enough to say something like this? And they put the person, and I see Ceddy say, I'm like, I had to tap in with it. Look, bro, what is your problem?
Oh, you spoke to him?
What?
Okay.
What?
And what'd he say?
Oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro, everybody calling me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to stop doing all that type of stuff because, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, because you know, and what you doing? Oh, bro, I just thought I was, you know what I'm saying? No, I knew probably it might not have been, I just was putting together. No, bro, it can't go like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You tying YouTube with the streets. and that's not what we're doing.
Now he linked Big U's son
Right.
to Young Ant,
Right.
and he has a huge channel, right? A couple 100,000.
Yeah, like 200 or 300.
Yeah. Again, you have to vet the information. I think he did a video where he said, "Well, I saw this comment, and I ran with this comment."
Right.
So he did a whole video based off of a comment where people troll, where people lie, where there's, I don't know how much misinformation is in the comments. Now, I will say every once in a while you find some gems in the comments,
Facts.
but you got to vet the information. And he did a horrible job on that.
The comments gonna be the comment section. You gonna hear all kind of stuff.
No, but I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of information. A lot of my videos, a lot of my stuff comes from the comments. People, they do this one, do this one. They
Yeah,
said
but
this.
you run across the comment, then you do your own research.
Right, for sure.
You gotta vet the information, and if you don't vet the information, you're gonna end up in a situation
Right.
like Flakko or Ceddy Nash.
Right.
Do you think they even care?
No.
No, I don't think. No, I think they care about the dollar amount.
I agree. AdSense is messing up their heads. Ooh, let me put this video out right now.
Regardless.
I can run up a bag on this video.
If Flakko cared, he would have privated that video. Like, oh, I was wrong. So I'm, you know what I'm saying. But he ain't about to mess up the bag. So he gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, sure.
All right, there's a third person I want to mention. This guy's more closer to home, and he does his content in a quote unquote neutral way, but if he's amplifying the misinformation, then that's a horrible job.
Facts.
Compton Ricc Roc.
Oh, Compton Ricc Roc, what's up with you, bro?
Compton Ricc Roc. He just puts out whatever's out there. Whatever's out there, he's gonna repeat it.
Right.
And his excuse is, "Oh, it's on the internet, so we're gonna talk about it." I feel like that's like saying somebody said it at the liquor store, so we're gonna talk about it.
Right.
The internet is the corner. Anybody could put anything on the internet.
Facts.
You need to vet the information. But obviously, these people, I don't know if you throw Compton Ricc Roc in there, do not care about the accuracy of the information they're putting out.
I wouldn't say Compton Ricc don't care about the accuracy. I think, like, especially right now, because at this point, like, Compton Ricc Roc be doing way more stuff now. So when he comes reacting to stuff, he just jump in there. Because I didn't talk to him personally. Like, I'm finna just react to this real fast. I don't know what the hell going on with this. Sometimes he just go off what he's seeing right then. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he don't even watch the videos.
That's not responsible.
All right.
Straight up.
To give him like a little bell, so he actually reacting to, you know what I'm saying, said person,
Right.
versus them other 2 years name before him, they reporting it as fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess he get a little leeway because of that.
But if he reacts to, let's say, I forget how he reacted to it, but if he's just reacting to it to amplify the story, that doesn't help. But if he's reacting to it to criticize it or to say, "Hey, this is probably untrue. We shouldn't do this," which is what he's not doing. He's just repeating the story.
Well,
So you ain't no different from the person that put out the story originally.
Whatever reaction you talking about right now, I didn't run across it, but I ran across him reacting to the dude from Pueblos that was mad at him reacting to I guess the dude Woo, like, man, he mad at Compton Ricc Roc because the Woo dude, he's wrong. He's there wrong.
Okay, that Woo video,
It's bullshit.
none of these three people should have ever amplified that video.
What you mean that Woo video?
The guy from the Pueblos,
That was saying that he
that Young Ant killed his homeboy.
no.
The taco truck.
See that Woo. So the Woo video wasn't them amplified. First of all, the Woo video came from Flakko.
Yes.
You from Pueblos, bro. You don't
Exactly.
report what Flakko say, and you from Pueblos.
Exactly.
You from there.
Talk that talk, Munchie.
Like, no, that was strange.
Talk that talk, Munchie.
That's he. I don't know. I believe it might have happened already, but he need to get whooped out.
Woo!
No, for real, because that was weird, bro. That was weird.
I just want to encourage everybody to do a better job when covering stuff as serious as what Young Ant is facing.
But
And it might not even be as serious as it seems at this point. But go ahead.
I think that this is what I think too, though. Right? See, you as a person, you got this journalism shit down packed, right? A lot of people ain't got that. So that journalism integrity and having this and that and going deeper into the story, a lot of these people see it like as this. They covering it from the top. They just covering it from the. They don't want to go deep into the story. They want to. Oh, is it real? Is this not? They want to just throw stuff out there because they know that if I just say stuff like 9 times out of 10, if you even with YouTube, right? if I say, hey, I know exactly what happened. This doesn't happen, right? People ain't gonna really go into that. But if I say, oh, this is what I think was this and then, and we put this, the mysterious part is what people buy into. Oh, you know what? He might be right. Oh no, what about this part? So now it's a whole conspiracy theory going on now. That's what I think is going on with this. Like they with Flakko on them, they throw stuff out there on purpose to get the steam room going. Same thing I think what Ceddy did. Throw it out there. They set this, let me throw it out there and see what I'm saying, and see where I go. Now that video went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now it's nothing. Now I'm doing 8, 9 different videos explaining myself what I didn't do right, or do I this, I should have did this right, or this and that. So I think sometimes that be just that's just the way people doing it.
And that's why I wouldn't want any of these channels to ever repurpose my content, because I don't want my footage or my content on a channel that does not vet their information, period. And I will go through great lengths to have that shit removed if I have to pay a lawyer to do it.
So he said he's striking y'all. He said, you Ceddy, you don't do none of his.
Yeah.
You go rock, whop.
Hey, but okay, we all know Ceddy Nash from Sacramento, but he claims the 60 community.
Right.
So you reported something like that about somebody that's rest in peace and people love over there, right, and you spread misinformation.
That's crazy.
That it should be a consequence for him also. Well, if I was to spread some weird shit like that, I'll get some calls from my homies.
No, he got calls.
I'll get some calls.
It was a lot of stuff going on, bro. I tapped in with Ceddy Nash in the middle of some shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It just that he understand. Trust me, to the point where he telling us, bro, listen, bro.
The video's still up. He should have took that video down.
I don't know about the shit.
The last time I checked, I downloaded it either yesterday or the day before.
Try right now.
Hey, but guess what? Hey, you hear me, ODM Slim?
Yeah, go.
It ain't just Inglewood. Like if I got like a double affiliation, so I do some bozo shit on camera or spread some BS like that. I'm getting calls from 2 different sections. Alex, you know.
Yeah.
So like
I get those calls too.
For real.
So
Me too.
so I I mean. Man, look, bro.
No, me too. I get what exactly you're talking about, Munchie. You can trust me. I get it. Like I said, my whole family from Raymond, my daddy and all them. So, nigga, my little cousin, they got life. And my cousin, big cousin, they got life. So, nigga, anything I do on internet, bro, is, hey, what are you doing?
Right.
That ain't Ray. Like, the fuck, I'm from neighborhood. So what? Nigga, the fuck you talking about? Nigga, you listen to, I'm using my protocol. My little cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what the time it is, nigga. Like, but a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah, the video's still up on Ceddy Nash channel. LAPD hit no jumper Ant Jefe with felony murder, and the internet is going crazy. That's the video.
That's the video say, Big You son?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'll be just talking sometimes.
Hey man, these dudes, man, they gotta do better work. I mean, a better job with their reporting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't important to break the story.
It ain't. That's right.
Ain't that important.
Right.
You just report the true news.
Look,
that's what you're doing.
I've been wanting to do the video I just did on the no jumper beating. I've been wanting to do that video for a year, but I didn't want to say names of people before they got arrested, right? Because if I started saying names before they got arrested and then they started getting arrested, then people would have looked at me as I'm the reason why they got arrested.
You is.
So as soon as Alfred Walker was arrested, boom, I said, let me do my no jumper beating video.
Oh, so who else getting arrested?
Robert Gizzy Marshall from Las Vegas.
Okay, Robert. I know exactly what that is.
Gizzy, he had check this out. He had the long braids.
I know you're talking about.
His hair is all cut now. He's got a buzz cut.
Look like me.
Yeah, he got a buzz. Well, I don't think he don't got a bald head. He just got a shortcut. So all those long, I don't know if those were dreads or braids.
Yeah, I thought it was dreads.
I don't know what they were, but that's Robert Gizzy Marshall from some blood gang in Las Vegas that I never heard of. Also, Donnell Gloss. That's his real name. Gloss is the one that got into the fight with Yael on that fake reality show.
Right.
The fake East Coast.
He's from Fontana.
I know all of them. All from Montana.
So for sure, those two guys are going to get arrested.
Oh, okay.
But everyone's asking me, how come Cash Jones, Whack 100 ain't got arrested?
We know why.
He cooperated for sure.
We know why.
Yeah.
We know why that he a Babylon.
But I didn't want to do a video about that in 2025 because I'm like, damn, they haven't arrested these people yet. I'm not gonna drop no video, even though it's obvious who did it, who did what. It's all on the internet. But I said, no, I'll wait. Boom. They arrested Alfred Walker in April. Boom. I dropped the video in May about it. But now I don't care.
No,
you know?
yeah, that's right.
I don't care. And it could be, I wonder if picking up the watch when someone's getting whooped out and that watch has a value of $5,000 according to the Big U complaint, is picking up that watch and taking it. Is that a crime?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Wack bring it back on camera. And
Yes.
Here go the watch.
Yeah,
right
but I doubt that watch ever got back in the hands of Jay Reed. right?
But I'm playing out like he went on camera in front of 4 million, 5 million subscribers and brought the watch back.
Okay, if that's a crime, ODM Slim, and they're going to pursue it, that means Baby Cuban Rob is going to get arrested. If that's a crime. If that's a crime.
That's his problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that watch wasn't worth no 5,000. But it don't matter what
I
it
think
was
that's
worth.
what they said in the Big U complaint that
Yeah, it
Jay
wasn't right.
Reed's they stole $5,000 of Jay Reed's stuff.
Yeah, that's probably just to amplify it and make it seem
Yeah.
more like. But the value don't even matter. It's the fact, why would somebody even return it on camera?
And then there's another guy. There's another guy in the video taking the sneakers off of Eben Seiler. That would be Jay Reed's friend.
Right.
That's definitely. I know that's definitely
Robbery.
Yeah, they're taking it off his feet. You know, I don't know who that guy is. He's in the
They
video.
stripped him naked, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
they were all freaks. They stripped the man naked.
Hey, I'm surprised that ain't no sex crime.
That's sex crime.
That ain't one of the Alfred dude charges, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did have a little.
They could
freaky
always
charge.
modify charges
Right.
at any point in time. It's still early in the game. The preliminary hearing hasn't even happened.
He'll end up on a bad yard with that freaky.
The DA
charge.
can say, Your Honor, we're going to file some additional charges on Mr. Walker. And boom, boom, boom. They tried to do Tory Lanez like that, but the judge denied it because trial had just started.
Oh, okay.
Trial had just started, and the prosecutor wanted to add a bribery charge.
Oh, bribery?
Yeah, and the judge was like, "Look, we just started trial. You can't. You should have added that weeks or months ago."
Facts.
You know, so
Free Tory.
he gets out in 2029.
2029?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. But
That's cool for us. We looking at like, all right, he's short timing, but for him, you know,
I know, huh?
he going through it.
Yeah, 2029 ain't nothing to the average brother
Right.
from LA, you know. But
I mean, when you know you discharged the fit. Well, I don't think he did it. I don't care what you say, Alex.
come on,
I don't
I'm just saying
care.
this. I'm saying this. I'm saying I don't care. I don't want to argue back for who did it, who didn't do it,
He
right?
didn't do it.
When you with some women, blow up never came out. Period. It don't matter. I don't. There's no blower should been involved.
Man, Kelsey shot that girl, bro.
And Kelsey got her ass whooped right then. I would have been beaten before Kelsey ass.
And that's the whole reason why that's a tall WNBA size girl, bro.
What the
And
reason?
Kelsey was intimidated. I believe she did some nervous shit as a rookie, and just I believe he was holding her trying to get the thing, and she blew the thing.
it's possible. That was a theory that people believed.
Man.
But when I sat there in the trial and heard all the evidence, and heard the
And I got
witnesses,
compassion when I know somebody trying to avoid the situation and still get sucked into it. Man, he was in the tub with the broad, the Kardashian sister, having fun, and she came back on BS and got them all kicked out. I mean, that's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down, but I don't like that, man, because you can't control your alcohol. You done got niggas locked up, and you in your feelings. You done took down Tory Lanez behind Kelsey back, all that loving hip hop shit. That shit pissed me off all over again, bro.
Okay, so you're talking about when Megan went back to the house because Tori was in the swimming pool with the young Kardashian sister,
Yeah, she pulled
Jenner
off
and
and said she
Kylie-
wanted
Kylie Jenner.
She wanted to come back and get her slippers. She missing one of her slippers and had them turn all the way back around.
Well, I understand where Megan Thee Stallion is coming from because she's saying to herself, "This dude is having sex with me, and I'm gonna let him hang out with Kylie." Oh,
No. But
Yeah, I'm
your
saying for everybody.
friend,
She was
your
cock
friend.
blocking.
No. But she went behind the Kelsey girl back to begin with. And this supposed to be your dog. So how you sex tripping on some DI that don't belong to you, bro? Like, come on, man.
She feel like it belonged to both of them.
Man, you trying to have joint custody of that man, bro?
Yeah, joint custody of that thing.
Oh man, hey man, free Tory, man.
He gonna joint custody of that thing.
Hey, they lucky I ain't the judge.
No, I don't think Kelsey was the shooter in that one, but I understand why some people believe it.
Man, we could go for hours with that shit.
Yeah. Well, I sat in trial. There were about 11 or 12 journalists, and I always ask the journalists before the verdict. I always take a poll. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Everyone said Tory guilty. Not one person thought Tory was not guilty.
How many of them media people was women?
I don't remember.
5.
It was quite a few though.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, look, bro. Look, man, you gotta have an unbiased mind, man. I just fair is fair, bro.
I don't know if that really has anything to do with the Tory situation. If fair is, then
Nah, women, they get soft because it's another woman, and you got the girl lying on the stand crying and shit, and now your body count is public record for the rest of your life. Now, no, the NBA niggas, all the rappers you done hit, and all that. Like now you on.
I ain't stopping nothing. She still get catching.
yeah, she was with Clay. I said, hey, a couple weeks ago I said Clay Johnson instead of Clay Thompson. Yeah. People was tripping on me. Clay Johnson.
Hey, that sound crazy. That's
Well, the reason why is because we talked about Magic Johnson.
Hey,
It's just
but
one of the little trips in my brain. I say Clay Johnson.
Hey, but shout out Clay. Clay tweeted free Tory. Mic drop. Yeah. Free that man.
he say free Tory after he done with the woman.
Right.
He should have seen free Tory while he was with her.
He probably was saying it though. She was just a fun girl. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, a lot of a tall
fun girl is crazy,
A tall
Munchie.
task of fun. Was she like what? 6 foot? 6'1"?
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, snitching all. I'll still hit. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. Young Ant got a court date next week. I'm gonna be there.
All right.
And I'm gonna holler at the lawyer, and I will report the facts.
Oh, that's all I want.
Okay. I wanted to know what you guys thought about this chick Jaleek, because she's finally the boomerang has came back to hit her, because she thought she was going to be tight with Whack 100, and I don't know how anyone on God's green earth would ever think that an alliance with that dude is gonna go well. You know.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let Munchie start off with that one.
Well, she was looking for an opportunity. She thought that she her big break. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with Whack, and you know, it is the complete opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
if you can't benefit off you ain't got more than what he got. He don't respect you.
I don't think he ever liked her, was ever interested in her. Just used her to go at you.
Yeah, me, Spoety Face, and Ant.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm gonna keep 1,000. I think the initial thing that broke him, he was glazing DC Baby Draco. His job was trying to get DC Baby Draco good in this space, right? So the first thing he needed to do was take his worst nemesis, the one that's bringing all this paperwork on him, to be friends with him. So that's what Jaleek coming at. Because he needed her to be cool with DC Baby Draco, because you don't want to bring all the charges up on him. So now that happened,
Which were dropped, right? He didn't even go to trial on that, right?
I don't want to say that, bro.
That was dropped.
But he's not convicted of it.
He was not convicted of it.
Right.
I think he took a deal for something else.
Right.
Something else. You know what I'm saying? So he just they took the deal and got a plea deal for something else, and they had to do the stuff with that. So I don't, like I said, I don't know. I don't be going in people's cases and stuff, right? But I need Whack. I think Whack needed her for that. Now, Munchie B and all that was just the icing on the cake. Her going at Munchie, her saying this about Munchie, and willing to say things, willing to do all that stuff. So that was like, oh yeah, right in their face. You know what I'm saying? Because she hired off Bristol. You know what I'm saying? At a Bristol head, it was on.
But by her going at Munchie, going at Ant, and going at Spoety Face, puts her in a situation where she can't move around this city.
Exactly.
Because these three brothers are loved here in L.A.
They from the thing. We just talked about this in the beginning. The three factions. He a blood. You know what I'm saying? He a gangster. He a neighbor. So it's hard to move.
And whatever thought in her mind made her think, this is a good idea. Let me go at Munchie. Let me go at Young Ant. Let me go at Spoety Face. That is a recipe for disaster.
And keep in mind, I came in peace.
Right.
In the beginning. Like, I came in peace, and I ignored her for months. I was letting her talk, and I didn't say nothing back. I was ignoring her.
And Vegas is not that far. I'm almost certain that all three of these brothers know people in Vegas.
Vegas is
have
California.
fans in Vegas.
Yes.
That
Vegas is right there.
Vegas is California.
you're
Bro.
talking to the wrong person in Vegas. Yeah.
Look, I could go to Vegas and throw a party and don't invite nobody from California. Because everybody, bro, we share the same population.
Right.
Everybody live in Vegas. They used to live out here, and like that's like New California.
Yeah.
For real.
California's fire.
No, for real. They
Not
might
for
as well
real.
just switch it, like drop Nevada and just be New California.
Not for real.
That'd be hard.
But one of the issues I wanted to talk about with Jaleek is not necessarily her specifically, but she's starting to strike channels now. She's striking channels that are reacting to, she did a long video that was about an hour and some change about everything she went through with Whack. it was interesting because it's like we told you so. You know, in other words, everything she's saying, we already knew that.
Right.
Everything she went through, we predicted it, and people are reacting to it. They're clipping it. They're posting it, not because they like you. They want to talk about you, and of course, she doesn't like it, and she's striking channels for reacting to it.
Yeah, she has got my video, one of my videos removed. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? She feeling the way or whatever, you know.
Well, you got a chance of appealing that.
Yeah, they can have it. I don't care. Like, it ain't no strike or nothing. They just removed it. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. Like, you know.
No, but I feel again, with Wack and all his minions, Loose Cannon, all them, right? They all had an opportunity as when fake Loose Cannon means gonna come out on Street TV. Fake Loose Cannon. Get that right. Nah, but they had an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to go at Wack. When I remember one day Loose woke up and said, man, Big, you did this and that, we lied about this and that, right? One day, then the next couple days later, we was react to it, they started moving them videos. Every time they went against Wack and try to be back cool with them, they try to remove the videos. That's exactly what she's doing right now. She said what she said, now everybody using it against him. Now she's trying to be back cool, Wack. Now, no, I see what I was just saying that, and strike the video.
Oh, she trying to be cool with Wack again? I think
I don't know, but I'm just saying this the same pattern, the same exact pattern. The Loose Cannon, everybody that did this, the same pattern. They start getting to it with him. The what's the boy name? Chuck, Cheeseburger Chuck, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Same pattern. They do things, and then now when you start using the content of them going against Wack, they try to strike you.
Man, Chuck disgusting, bro.
Yeah, Cheeseburger Chuck. He wanna, hey, I got these cheeseburgers. He wanna bob and weave on a man.
Yeah, no, that dude disgusting, bro. He ain't a man at all.
No, for sure he not.
Well, just let you know that even though these people act tough, like I don't care what anybody say about me on the internet, but behind the scenes they're striking channels where people are talking about them in a way they don't like.
Right.
So, I mean, let's keep it real. We do care. At least I'll keep it real for me. If you're speaking about me in a certain kind of way and you're using my content, I'm gonna feel a certain kind of way too. I'm not here denying it, but Jaleek is the type of girl, she acts so tough that nothing bothers her. But here she is behind the scenes striking channels.
Yeah.
Nah, this a lot for her. You know, she got her little mental health issues and shit, so she, you know what I'm saying, it'd be little triggers for her and stuff like that. She's easily bothered, you know what I mean? And I think if you got issues like that, you should do different type of content, not try to be messy, because they send you straight to the mental ward. They drive you crazy easy. Not for real. Not that nobody wants you to go do nothing to yourself.
I don't think it's even mental like that, bro. I think it's more it's a crystal breakdown, because she's the way she cries on
the spot.
On the spot, it's just crazy. It's not even a build up. It be that's not, I know a lot of people like that. They very emotional off the drugs, so she just can do it off this.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I know
Yeah,
exactly
that's it's vicious.
You crying the drop of a dawn.
All right, man. I wanted to ask you guys about this. Flocking. I think I asked you this, Munchie. It seems like flocking, which was a very common occurrence in L.A. for the past 15 years. It seems like now with surveillance and the way that law enforcement is tapped in with people's cameras and the Ring cameras, and now you got you got flocking cameras. You ever heard of the term flocking cameras?
No.
Yeah,
Never heard no flocking
The ones on the poles.
Correct.
Yeah.
They call them flocking cameras.
On a pose or on a porch?
No.
Poles.
The city, government cameras.
Government got them.
They call them flocking cameras.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with the term flocking.
No, not flocking.
Yeah.
It's called flocking camera. Just
I was about to say, them cameras been up there.
No, they're way more increased. And now you have drones.
And you got license plate readers.
You got the license plate readers. I feel like flocking is going to be a more difficult crime to commit in the coming years.
Yeah, it's gonna get more difficult, but it ain't gonna stop though. Cause some people, that's all they know. They don't know how to get money no other way.
I was one of them.
Yeah, like I know a lot. They come home and have 2 strikes and still like, cause that's all they know.
But when you're doing a flocking, ODM Slim, in your mind, you're understanding this is high risk, right? High risk.
Yeah.
Penitentiary chance.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
But now that penitentiary chance is even going up more.
It don't matter.
From the time you were doing it to now.
It don't matter.
Hey, I got a
It don't
question.
matter.
Hold on. So when did burglaries become a strike?
They've been
when
a
it
strike.
became like a
It's a serious crime. So it's a serious crime. So a strike is a serious or violent. So it's been a strike. It's been a strike.
so
I got 3 strikes right now because burglary.
no. I'm saying. So burglary. I ain't talking about commercial, but residential burglary always been a strike.
Maybe not when we was like a baby, a kid, but it been a strike. It was when I was an adult. Burglary's always been a strike.
It's always been a felony.
It's a serious case.
Therefore, any felony could be a strike.
No.
Right?
No. So no, it got to be a violent felony, or a serious felony to be a strikeable offense.
Yeah.
So they made. So I think like 05 was like that's like I want to say that time because I went to jail 06. I went 05 with first burglary. They were trying to give me. They were trying to. It's a serious case then. It was serious.
All right, here we go. Residential burglary officially became a strike in California on March 7th, 1994.
Damn.
When the state's 3 strikes and your outlaw AB 971 went into effect.
I see.
Voters overwhelmingly reaffirmed this on November 8th, 1994 by passing Proposition 184.
That's crazy, right? Because if I was to guess, I'd be like, it became a thing like in 2004 or 2005. That's what I thought it like they started making it a strikeable offense.
Under the statutes of Penal Code 667 and 1192.7, first-degree residential burglary was permanently designated as a serious felony, which legally qualifies it as a strike.
Yep.
So it's one of the few non-violent strikes.
Because serious,
Yeah.
The reason they said it's serious because about the timing, right? So a burglary, when burglaries happen, it's not especially when on school and all that, right? They're saying that now if you do it, at first is what they was doing. If it was like after 5 o'clock, something like that, they was hitting you. They wasn't getting it. If it was 4 or 5 o'clock, it was really passing with just getting hit off the burglaries. But then after like 05 was they started when it started being vicious, they start tagging everybody getting strikes. Everybody getting strikes.
All right, I got a clip here from the most recent 7 arrests in Los Angeles related to some flocking, and I'm not 100% sure if this is linked to the ones we covered last week, Munchie, but here goes the clip.
7 people are now in custody for a series of home break-ins all across West L.A., Ventura County, and the San Fernando Valley. Our McCullough Medina shows us their alleged tactics, even using social media to scope out their targets.
But these suspects carry it to jam your camera system and other Wi-Fi devices connected to the cloud.
Sheriff Robert Luna says these crimes are carefully planned out by burglary crews that use increasingly sophisticated tactics to monitor homes before striking. He showed us this hidden surveillance camera disguised as artificial turf, designed, investigators say, to be placed outside homes to monitor when residents come and go. In one of the most alarming cases, District Attorney Nathan Hochman says a West LA family was inside their home when a burglar tried to break in.
The individual inside the house looked at his surveillance cameras and saw a man using a heavy object trying to smash his way into the home. Imagine the terror.
Police say the suspect was still inside when LAPD arrived, and then he took off on foot. Chief Jim McDonald says officers surrounded the area and caught him.
Through this arrest, investigators connected that suspect to over 25 burglaries throughout the city of Los Angeles, with 14 of those burglaries impacting homes in the San Fernando Valley.
Authorities say the suspects are also posing as delivery drivers, ringing doorbells with fake DoorDash bags to see if anyone answers. And Sheriff Luna warns social media can make homeowners targets too.
If you're showing off that watch, that car, that $3,000 purse, whatever it may be, you're probably becoming a target.
They're not dumb. People call them dumb kids and all that kind of stuff. They're not dumb. They do their research.
Stephen Calabro was attacked with bear spray by robbery suspects when he says he tried to confront one of them as they were breaking into a neighbor's home in Studio City on May 8th. It's unclear if the arrests announced today were related to his case, but he says he's happy to know that police are making progress.
Everybody thought nothing was going to be done about it.
In all, 7 suspects were arrested in 3 separate cases spanning Los Angeles, Ventura County, and Burbank. Prosecutors say more charges could still be coming.
All right, there you go. Now, if you notice in that story, they said they arrested 1 suspect, but then in total 7 are arrested.
So some is probably locked up already.
Or that 1 led them to the other 6.
Or someone just locked up, bro.
Some already locked up and they ad charging them.
Because that's why, especially if they saying they been doing this, they just ad charging them.
And then keep it real, over 20-some burglaries, a lot of them didn't even do that. They just add them on.
Add them on there.
Yeah, they said, 25 total burglaries, 14 in the San Fernando Valley. But there was no clear information if these are the same guys from the stories we covered last week.
Yeah, but a lot of them burglaries, they throwing on them. You know, they want to close some cases and, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is they have footage of all these burglaries too. And in the two that, there's three burglaries, you can see the same guy in the footage of the three. Because all these cameras
What
have.
is it, a two?
No, it was.
We went over two last week.
It was three. Remember, there was a lady at the end that said, I was looking at the footage of the guy with the bear spray, and then the other one when there was people present, and then she said, I noticed that the Kia left my house, the white Kia. That was the lady in the third burglary of last week.
Okay.
They ain't to burn that car.
Oh, the gang. I was going to say that. Blow that up. Blow it up.
In that backpack.
I would say blow it up, man. Blow that car up ASAP.
So we know for sure three was with that crew of three guys too. One guy stays in the car, two guys go in the house, but then there was a footage of the second burglary where all three of them were in the house. So let me ask you this, ODM Slim. How common or how important is it for someone to stay in the car, or do sometimes everyone goes in?
That's the dumbest thing in the world for everybody going to the house. That's the stupidest thing in the world. Everybody going to the house. First, this is the regular. This is back in the days.
Yeah, this is all past.
It's all past due. So 9 times 10, I used to always be wanting to get out the car because I like to listen. You know what I'm saying? So you get somebody that got aware. You're aware. So I used to have the 80 do little shirts on. You know what I'm saying? Boom, he's walking in like we're going to doing a little thing. So if we know this the house, we want this house, I'm going to hit the neighborhood house first. Boom, I'm not going to listen to that. We doing something. We might have like the little, we were saying like the drainage be messing up, this and that, and the areas is yours be messing up, this, and we're going by, it's like we signing, getting signatures or whatever. So we'll go up there, they're like, oh no, they've been out there. So they not there, wait to hit the house. But you have to, like, that's just where I was. But then I got to a point where I didn't give a F no more. We walked to the door, I kicked the door right in. I didn't care who was in there. Door right kicked in. Boom, I'm gone. We in there.
Not even knocking?
No, nothing. Boom, we in there. Now, in the beginning, it was like that. We go, oh, see this and that. Then after so long, you getting money. I ain't got time to waste. Like, we wasting time. We just sitting here, knocking on the door, because that knock on the door is attempted already. You attempted. So if I'm going to get this case and get this time for it right now, I might as well we go in and go for the gusto. We got to go in for the gusto. Yeah. So you in there, you just don't be in there. Please don't be in there, because I'm tying you up. Straight up. It's what happens.
Yeah, home invasion. Now you talking about life.
Not for real, but that's what, if I kick the door in and you in there motherfucking steal, if I knock on the door, it's the attempted home invasion.
Yeah.
So it's because knocking on your door. Because this is what you finna go do. Mm-hmm. All right, so.
Well, in the videos from last week, I noticed with the bear spray can incident, one guy was in the car, two guys went in the house. Right. But on the second one they showed, all three of them were walking through the house.
See, you know, either they knew that nobody was there, either they and then they found something. Like I say, only person I'm gonna call the driver, because first of all, you understand the driver got the scanner, the driver watching the streets, so it got to be, that's your eyes and ears on the streets. Now if it's safe in there, we got to grab, get your bitch ass out the car, straight up, get out. We need to get the safe. Straight up.
Now, in the first footage that they showed, the one where the guy got bear sprayed, the two guys that went in the house, you see them at the bottom of the staircase. It's a 2-story house. It looks like they want to go upstairs, but they're hesitant. There's no audio. We just see them moving, and one of them picks up a shoe that belongs to the owners and throws it up the stairs. And they were hesitant to go up the stairs.
Because they heard some noise probably. I've been like that before, where I heard somebody creeping through the things and you make a noise to see if they gonna go to that noise. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they went to the stairs. Who did that? You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah.
You could tell they were a little nervous.
Yeah, you in somebody's house. You understand, they probably have guns in their house, all type of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you in somebody's house, so of course you'll be nervous for sure.
You can get laid out if you go to the wrong house.
And kind of like the bear spray was kind of smart too, though, I ain't gonna lie, because we went inside houses with things and stuff, you know, and that was kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? So bear spray was kind of smart.
But if you go into the wrong person's house, you can get aired out.
Boy, we almost got aired out multiple times.
Damn.
Boy, in Vegas, what? Boy.
Get left in the living room.
What? I'm trying to creep through the house. I'm coming through the kitchen. I'm thinking it's good. And my partner, he always want to touch somebody's refrigerator. Stop touching people's refrigerator. Good thing he did, because he was waiting for it to hit that corner. And boom, and he tore that refrigerator up. I said, oh my goodness, we out of here, brother.
Hey, these camera home surveillance companies must be making a killing right now because they're subscription based, meaning you got to pay every month.
That's hard.
It's not like a one-time fee and you set up your house, and everyone's getting them now.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to.
But the thing is, what people understand is, as smart as technology gets, smart as the criminals get.
Right.
They got things that can jam cameras. They got things that they like that. You know what I'm saying? All they can do is just go see. And if I want, I'm saying that. That's why I said the risk and the reward is always gonna be there. It's gonna be there regardless. And it's like always getting like that now. But now you gotta take your time. It ain't for everybody now.
You're gonna find ways.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
I mean, you just go around the corner and come through the backyard.
Now, if I have a safe,
No, for real. Like
Real talk.
like you see, like boom,
talk.
you just go around the whole next block and go through the backyard and boom, hop into the yard.
now if I have a safe and I have it bolted to the ground, 2 bolts that keep the safe down, and then another bolt into the wall, and I put all my stuff in there.
Right.
It seems almost impossible to. You're not going to break the safe open, and you're not going to be able to pull that safe off the wall.
Shit.
So what's the strategy?
We gonna break it open.
They go
I did.
You gonna break it open right there?
It's in the house.
or start breaking the wall.
Damn. Or we gonna crack the wall off.
Oh, you break.
If it's that serious though, and that means you gotta understand this. We look at that now. You gotta
You got your
safe.
shit bolted down to the wall in the floor. I mean, something in there.
It's something in there, brother.
So
we come on.
you gonna break the wall around the safe and then.
I'd have people.
You'd have to have an axe or some tools, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you could have a saw. A saw. do that.
Shit, I've been doing this since I was younger, right? So I didn't have people to where we was regularly before we flock houses, we was cutting walls.
Cutting through the wall.
Cutting through the walls in stores and all type of things. So people, that ain't nothing. I just see people dig to a safe right there, bam, and crack it. Like I even know it's the safe is that difficult, and I thought you can cut it from the side, not even in the lock thing at. I'm seeing them just with it and drilling that and boom, and like damn, it's open.
Yeah.
And it had nothing in it though. But I just seen people to where in stores and like, you know what I'm saying, like Rouse or whatever type stuff. We're gonna give that as an example. And like we'll do it in the store. We can't take this big ass take out of the Rouse. You're gonna have to bust right here.
Yeah. And plus the safe that I have is heavy. It took a dolly to take it upstairs.
Oh, that ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
I mean, at least it would probably take 3 people to carry it.
That's what we got it for.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Get a towel, get a rag. And
Yeah,
we shimmy this back there. We got this.
Because I be thinking sometimes, like, I want to prevent my house from getting flocked.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's the only way you put up. This is the way you do it. Prevent your house, but you gotta. All these people. Some people have. See things nowadays. They want to have these cute cameras and try to make it incognito. So that's why your house getting hit still. Now, if you got these cameras in your house that's from the back side, front side, these big giant cameras, your house won't get hit. Now you think a ring? People feel like I get past the ring camera. We can go right into the porch and we up in here.
Yeah.
But if I got niggas surveillance on both sides, that house is not gonna get hit, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, you probably somebody thirsty, like why is it that locked down? Like what?
That makes your house a magnet now, right? A target. Like, they got cameras there and there. There's something in that house.
It do, but at the same time, it's like, but do we really want to go into there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, sometimes that's like a flocker propellant.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, fool. I just seen like, look at them houses. You see that? But it's in the back too. Now, if you get the camera on the side and the back, you like, what angle I'm gonna hit?
What about a room in a house that the door won't open? That's definitely getting busted in, huh? Broken down, kicked in.
Kicked down.
How much time are you willing to spend on, not you specifically,
What kind of doors are we talking about?
Well, exactly.
A nice reinforced door.
I'm saying this, bro. I'm saying this. If it was a panic room, bro, we'd never get in it. But I'm telling you this, bro. When we go in the house, it's gonna be how I was with my crew. It's like 4 or 5 of us that's walking in. It's 2 cars. So you're gonna have a car that's gonna pull up and do the surveillance that you and there's gonna be a van pull up. When a van pull up, you will see all the people jumping out with shit. And that's it. You see tools. You don't know what's going on. You see 80 dudes shirts. You see tools. We dragging tools like we plumbers. And we in it, we gonna run in that thing.
Hey, it's a science, actually.
It is.
Yeah, there's a science to this.
It is.
And it's like you guys are playing, not you specifically, I'm saying you guys, but the flockers are playing a cat and mouse game with law enforcement.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a cat and mouse game with law enforcement. Then every time law enforcement feel like, oh, we got this and that going on. Then boop. Then the criminal come out with, hey, listen, they got that going on, but now we got this to jam everything. They can't get a call off now. We shut the whole block down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Signal jammers.
They're illegal in the United States, but I heard you could order them from Canada.
You can order all types of stuff.
But if you're in possession of one of those,
it don't matter.
It's like a federal offense.
No, like burglary too, right?
No,
hell no.
Cell phone jammer is like 10
jammers
years in
are 10
prison.
years prison.
Yeah.
That's the jammers, yeah. Signal jammers.
You can go into a movie theater and jam everybody's phone.
You can jam, you can go in and on a block and take a whole block out.
That's why I think that prisons use them, but I don't know for sure if they use them because sometimes the cell phones ain't working in prison.
They do jammers.
I used to look out my window and I see the truck going around the track in the pen light, and they got the little thing, and it be knocking everybody's signal down. You know what I'm talking about, Slim?
Yeah, but they got to where now they own the thing. They just own it. Because, but they understand at the same time they can't be that powerful because certain prisons when they that powerful they messed up the people in the city. So they got to shut them down. That's why prisons be still having them be going over the cell phone because if they close to a city, they can't use the jammers.
Yeah, Lancaster might as well hang it up because they too close to the city.
And then they're probably jamming their own phones too, like the ones they don't want to jam.
They can't jam because they getting signals out, calling. You know what I'm saying? They can't jam them. Yeah.
No, I always have a concern if I'm not at my house for like 2 or 3 days, and I go home. I always wonder, did my house get flocked while I was gone?
Hey, you know what? And I was doing this stuff for so long, bro. You know, I got a house flocked twice.
Your own house?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been flocked.
Yeah.
You've been the victim of this.
Yeah. I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, all right, boom, because I know what they need. I know what to do though.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing out, so we can get electronics. So I don't get electronics.
That ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it.
Nobody's taking this big TV off the wall.
It ain't worth it no more.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
It's jewelry.
Listen, cash and jewelry. Now everything else
and guns. If you see some guns, you're taking
for
them.
Sure.
Yeah.
I need a blower.
I had a blower stolen out of the backseat of my car though one day.
Damn, I wish I knew that.
When I was in Walgreens. I was in Walgreens for 5 minutes.
And they seen the back of that. Order, come here.
It wasn't even a visible gun. It wasn't. I had a case.
They just go hit your car for no reason.
Yeah. And then when I got in my car, I sat in the car to drive off, and it smelled like weed. I was like, "Damn, it smelled like weed in my car." Then I looked in the back seat, and my backpack and my gun was gone. 5 minutes.
He had a blunt hanging off his lips.
Yeah, he was in.
High as hell. What's going on in here?
And of course, I had to report that gun. You know how embarrassing it is? Look, that's the most embarrassing thing is to report your gun stolen.
Why is that embarrassing?
Because it's like you're not a responsible gun owner. They make you feel like that too.
Right.
Like, where was the gun at? Oh, it was in your car. Was it locked? Windows down? Well, how did it happen? It's like, yeah, because they're pissed that a legal gun is now in the hands of whoever. Yeah. And, who knows what's going to happen with that gun?
Lots.
Yeah, lots of shit. And what's crazy is that I had a cell phone in the bag that the gun was in, and I had a tracker on the cell phone. So I tracked it to a certain community, and then I said, you know what? I don't want to pull up on nobody. I'm going to get aired out, right?
Bloods, Crips, essays?
I don't want to say right now.
Bloods, Crips, essays. We ain't saying no specific.
All right, it was some Bloods.
Okay, that's how the B team feels?
So I ended up calling the number because I didn't want to just like go to this building.
Right.
Who knows? I'll get shot. So I called the number and the dude answered. I was like, hey, bro, I'm going to need that strap back. That's I need that back. And he hung up on me. So I called it back again. And he answered. He answered like twice.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he answered twice. And after the second time, that tracking went dead.
Right.
It was gone.
He for sure wasn't from IFG with that dumbass shit. Why he answer again?
He's slow.
Why you answer the first time?
I guess.
First of all, it's not your fault. They're not calling for you. You're supposed to throw that over to the next unit.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't getting it back. And they got a laptop too.
That could have been tracked.
That was a bad day. No, my laptop, I didn't have it trackable. That was a bad day for me, boy.
Leave them electronics alone.
Yeah, but I think the flock getting your house violated is worse than your car.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
show you lay your head at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A car can be just random, but if my house, like, you gonna come back, what you seen in here that you might want to, you know what I'm saying, attack me, come back later for something. You don't know which person doing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, cause I done been to people's houses and I done seen all type of gang stuff all through the house. I'm like, damn, this nigga, woo,
Oh yeah.
it's crazy.
Does that make you feel a different kind of way though?
No,
You're like, oh, this dude is from over here.
no, but it is like, cause I ain't gonna lie, flocking was like it's an art, but it was like I was feeding my kids, bro. So it was I'm feeding my babies, bro. I didn't care about nothing. I didn't feel sorry for people. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I went to jail, that's why I say I don't judge people because the person in my case, you know what I'm saying, he was like 96 years old, had earring aids. I took his earring aids and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
No, man, that's a horrible crime. Slim.
He said that's all.
That's all.
it was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But
But the thing is, it ain't personal.
I didn't want him to hear though, because I'm in your house, you in the house, and you know, see you on the couch. So I just snatched the earring aids, tucked them, put his dogs in a dryer.
Yeah.
I put his dogs in the dryer, and we kept it like that. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't judge people. Like, man, you know, I did a lot of fucked up shit trying to get this money, bro. Real talk.
Yeah. Hey, I watched this documentary on one of the biggest heists in the history of France, and he broke into the bank, and he got arrested, but then he escaped from court, and he was never captured, and he died. You know, I guess with all the money, but the way he did it was he dug a tunnel all the way under the bank.
Albert quickly pulled together a team of around 20 men. He had tunneling experts, plumbers, electricians, welders. These guys were professionals, and all they needed now was the equipment. To be extra cautious, Albert traveled all across France and Europe, buying things in small quantities to leave no obvious trace. The idea was that all of the equipment left behind after the heist would lead the police on a wild goose chase, one that would ultimately lead them nowhere. With everything bought, the sewer rats could now start digging. Some of the team entered the sewers via the ramp and drove over a mile to reach the sewage tunnel. From there, they had to walk around 300 meters to reach the crucial digging point. The rest of the gang entered the sewers through an access room in an underground parking garage. From there, the crew ran an enormous electrical cable from the outlet in the parking garage down into the sewers, giving them power for lights and tools. Like a well-oiled machine, they started drilling, removing tons of rock and piling it up in an unused part of the sewer. To avoid any suspicion from the town's sewage workers, they cemented up the entrance of their tunnel to make it look identical to the other tunnel entrances. Once they were done for the night, they'd leave all of their equipment covered up inside a hole in the tunnel and quietly make their way out.
And then dug a hole into the bank, into where the safety deposit boxes were. And I thought that was like an amazing heist.
It's gang movies like that too, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think these movies
They better from that.
are
probably.
copying from real dudes who did the shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so this dude in France really did that. It took many weeks to make that tunnel under that bank vault.
Damn.
And then they arrested a whole bunch of people. I think it was like a 10-man team.
Yeah.
And they would actually have lights underneath the ground, and they would sleep there because they wanted to hurry up and do it as fast as possible.
Hell yeah.
So they wired electricity underneath the ground. You know, they had food.
Right.
They was cooking down there. Damn. And then once they got into the bank, they spent like the weekend in that vault, the whole weekend while it was closed, breaking every single safety deposit, jewelry, cash, like all kind of stuff, millions of dollars worth of stuff.
I bet the bank part was involved too, though.
No, I don't think the bank was involved.
That was laborers. You know what I'm saying? They know they work.
Unless maybe an inside person said, "Hey, I got an idea for y'all."
No, the bank owner like, let's do this. I'm already assured, and everybody with their money back, and we're gonna be paid.
But that's crazy that you could actually dig a hole underneath the ground into a building. I don't think that you can get away with that today. This was in the 70s.
Right.
This is like 30, 40 years ago. But I can't imagine that anyone doing that today. I'm going to dig a hole into Bank of America's vault.
Sensors and shit gonna go off.
Yeah.
The bank shake wrong is gonna be a sensor.
And you remember the dude from the LAPD? He robbed B of A that used to be across the street from USC on Jefferson and McClintock. It's gone now. They built the village. But David Mack, he robbed $700,000 from that bank. LAPD officer on duty, and walked out of that bank with $700,000, and they never found that money. But he did do 12 years. He went to prison for 12 years for that. Got out, and
I do that.
He still got that money.
What year was that?
That was
700,000 in a certain year is a lot.
That was 90 during the whole death row shit, like 96, 97, somewhere in there.
Oh, good money.
700,000 in 96 is crazy. That's a lot.
Yeah, and the girl inside the bank was in on it.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, yeah. So, that's a trip, man. That's a trip. All right, man. Our favorite rapper, that's an MDC from Chicago that is allegedly involved in some hired hitman for hire type stuff. The feds want to add new charges to the dude. He's already been sitting in there. It's been a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah, I think like 18 months, 19 months.
And they already got him on serious charges.
Right.
So it's like, all right, prosecute him. But before they want to prosecute him, they want to add some other stuff to him. I don't know if you guys have tapped in with this, but what's your first thought of that?
For initially, I think that's just like, when the feds there, they try to find something that's gonna stick, you know what I'm saying? And they try to probably throw as much stuff to the wall and hopefully something stick. But I just think that shit, Dirt, I really ain't heard nothing about his case like that too though. So that's probably a good thing as well too. Because a lot of these people hear their cases over and over, hearing everybody speak on the cases, and they always getting washed up. But I ain't heard too much about Durk.
Which rapper do we know who's been washed up in the last decade? Is there anybody that's actually been washed up yet?
Tory Lanez?
Not really.
10 years shit. Nigga, as a rapper, 10 years.
Well, he's doing 66% on 10. So 6 years, that's washed up?
10 years ain't washed up. The Grapist, Mystical.
Well, Mystical did 2 sentences.
No. But I'm talking about as of right now.
Yeah.
I think he's stuck.
Oh, he's currently in custody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did it. He struck again with the BS.
And you wouldn't say Diddy got washed up. He's going to be out in 2028 or 2027.
That's not washed up.
Yeah.
That's not washed up.
So far, I don't really think we've ever actually we had a lot of rappers get charged, indicted.
Well, C Murder, but that's years ago.
Oh, yeah, that was in like 04.
Yeah, C Murder stuck.
Yeah,
you know
I never even heard of him prior to that situation. But someone like Lil Durk, I mean, a big name like that, that's huge.
Yeah, it is.
What you mean? You ain't heard of C Murder before that?
Never heard of C Murder before 04.
It's crazy, man. I did.
Before he got
I heard about C Murder being his Master P brother, and I'm like,
I can't even tell you a C Murder song or anything.
He in all the group. I don't know if he had no singles or nothing. Like he all the group songs or whatever.
All right, I got an article here. Lil Durk prosecutors seeking to add more charges. The rapper, who's been in custody since 2024, is scheduled to head to court for his murder for hire trial this August of 2026. Lil Durk could be receiving additional charges in his murder for hire trial, which has been scheduled for August. Co-defendant DeAndre Wilson, also known as OTF Didi, requested an in-court filing to be released on bond ahead of the trial start date. The filing stated that defense attorneys were notified by prosecutors that supplemental charges would be reviewed in June. Among the alleged incidents up for review are a January 2019 shooting in Atlanta and a 2022 murder of Stephon Mack in Chicago. Excuse me. In the 2019 incident, Durk faced felony charges of attempted murder and aggravated assault, but those charges were dropped in 2022. For the 2022 shooting, unsealed documents pointed to the Chicago rapper allegedly being responsible, although he was not charged. So I guess these are what the feds want to take incidences that the state couldn't deal with or the state couldn't prove, and then add them as maybe predicate acts or overt acts,
Overt acts,
in the federal case.
I was gonna say that. All over act.
It's cold, man.
Right. Excuse me. Damn. All right, but I got a clip here of one of the lawyers that's been covering this case. Lawyers for Workers. The lawyer named Mo. This is what he had to say about it.
Huge update in the Lil Durk case. His defense is probably feeling good this morning after seeing the bond motion filed by OTF Didi. Now, what Didi's bond motion says is quite frankly shocking. He says that on May 13th last week, the government told his lawyer, hey, we might be adding new charges. Excuse me? New charges? This trial was supposed to already happen. It's scheduled for August 20th. Do you know what would happen if new charges were filed? I'll tell you. But first, let's just talk about these new charges and this bond motion. Now, the bond motion being filed by OTF Didi, this is the guy the Fed said would pay the bounties, cause them to be paid. Didi says, first off, hang on, you got to give me a bond for a couple reasons. First off, the original indictment that said that I was causing the bonds to be paid, that's not even in the new indictment anymore. And then last week, the Fed's sitting here talking about they're about to add charges. How are you going to add charges when the trial should have already happened and is now scheduled to happen? And now you're going to add charges. You're going to keep me locked up forever. Didi's saying you got to let me out. I'm saying, wait a second. If the Feds have you cooked on a murder for hire, you're going to do life for a 2024 LA murder. Why aren't they taking it to trial already? And why, with just 2 months left to trial, they're talking about adding charges from a 2019 Atlanta incident. Newsflash, the 2019 Atlanta incident was investigated, charged by the Fulton County DA, and dismissed. Uh-oh. And then there's a Chicago incident. Earlier in this case, they tried to bring that Chicago incident in as evidence. The defense objected. Hey, this has nothing to do with this case. Why are you trying to bring that in? The government said, okay, we'll withdraw it. But with just a couple months left for that trial, August 20th, they want to go and bring back these incidents and these old charges. That tells you something. That tells you that they do not have him dead to rights and that he needs to take a plea or he's going to do life. That tells you his criminal defense is very much alive. And it reiterates the point in every criminal case that as much as the media wants to paint people as cooked or innocent, you never know until the game is played. And so you hold your cards tight and you learn that on day 1 of your arrest, you're not guilty. On day 30, you're not guilty. You could go years of pre-trial, weeks of actual trial, jury seated. But until every single last witness has sang their song and the lawyers have given their closing, you just don't know.
Okay.
I love that message.
And I think that message kind of hits for Young Ant as well, because a lot of people are saying Young Ant is, we'll talk about Lil Durk in a second, but I can't believe how many titles Young Ant is cooked. Yeah. He's done. This is all bad for Young Ant. Right. Nobody has seen any of the evidence. You would never see a title on any of my videos that somebody's done or cooked until they're convicted, of course. But I always say in the beginning, when someone's arrested, the media and the government make the case look as bad as it possibly can. Right, Munchie, with Diddy.
Right.
I mean, how many people thought Diddy was cooked? He'll be home in about a year and a half. Diddy will be home.
Everybody was saying that, except for Munchie.
Well, no, we actually had, it was about 3 of y'all. Remember? I forgot who it was. Mano one of them? I forgot. There was another brother that was saying, no. The dude from the reality shows.
Okay. Like Tony the Tiger. Stevie J.
Stevie J. Yeah. Stevie J was on Diddy's. He never wavered from Diddy.
Right.
Ever, Stevie J. When everybody was like, ooh, baby oil. Oh, shoot. We thought it was orgies going on over there at Diddy's house. But most of it was all fabricated, exaggerated.
Right.
So we got to assume how much of the Lil Durk information is fabricated and exaggerated.
Yeah, it be fluff. Like Slim said, like they tack on charges so they make sure something stick, though. Right. And the fact that y'all got to keep adding charges is show y'all don't feel that strongly about the charges y'all trying to move forward with. You know what I mean? So, and then, I don't know, man. Gang culture, bro, ain't no murder for hire, man. You sliding for your folks. I don't know nothing about no murder for hire.
Well, Chicago's a different type of thing, though. You talking about L.A.
I don't know, man.
The homies don't hire a homie to go dome somebody.
You doing what you're supposed to do.
You just do it.
Yeah, talking about murder for hire, man. I ain't giving you shit.
Right.
But in his world, it's a little different.
I don't think it's that much different. Don't confuse being a part of an entourage and reaping benefits and getting chains and shit. Get confused with getting paid to do things. You know,
I got an example of a murder for hire in L.A.
What's that?
Maybe the Keefe D shit. That's why Keefe D's in jail for Pac.
But I wouldn't think that's murder for hire either, because if his nephew would never got into it with him, it wouldn't have been nothing.
Yeah, I always thought that too, but the other theory was that Von Zip, who was working for Diddy, slid Keefe D the gun in Vegas and said, "Can you do this for us?"
Hey, so a New Yorker.
But when after he got into it with,
that's the part that's confusing.
Okay.
Because then it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
You're being hired to kill someone that just so happened to have beat up one of your people.
Right.
Yeah, but see, to counter that, gangbangers, that's like having a pencil going to school. You got to have a pencil or a pen. Gangbangers carry weapons. What Von Zip, a New Yorker, got to give a Crip a gun for?
Maybe because they was in Vegas, and I think according to Keefe D in his statement to officer LAPD officer, what was the officer's name? Kading. They didn't have a gun in Vegas. They didn't bring a gun with them. So I don't know how true it is. But
I don't believe close to nothing Keefe D said. Nothing. He just a weirdo at J-Cat, and he was about to face a heap of time, so he was just saying whatever they wanted to, you know what I mean? Whatever that tickled their fancy, you know what I mean?
That's a possibility.
And the whole case is weird, though. It's been the only thing I know, a guy got into a fight before trial, got sentenced to got sentenced to about the fight, got some years for a fight.
Can you believe that?
And then that trial come after the fight happened.
I know.
I never seen in my life.
And that fight was so weak.
And it's like he's walking, somebody fired, and he like supposed like he did it.
It was like a 5 minute, not even a 5 minute squabble, a 2 minute squabble, and they gave him some years.
That's mutual combat, man.
That's crazy.
That's mutual combat.
That's stuff they trying to do right now. They're just doing something.
What do y'all think take place in jail? They just hugging and twerking? Nah, they go fight. I mean, shit.
What's the chance that Keefe D made up that whole story to LAPD officer Greg Kading when he did that proffer?
Only thing people know to be fact, it was the white, what was that, Cadillac?
Yeah,
that's it. Anything after that, man, we don't know. We know some the Crip got stumped out by a rapper, and ain't nobody going for that. You feel me? And he retaliated. We know to be fact. That and that. Anything Keefe say, I don't believe him.
Well, the way he told the story though, it kind of fits a murder for hire. Von Zip was supposed to give us what, $500,000 or $1 million? $1 million.
If it gang activity. You know, murder for hire. He got beat up by some mobs, and he wasn't going for it.
Well, I think the theory is Diddy was scared of Death Row and Pac and them.
If you know these dudes is in town for the fight and they got a party at the 662 Club, why y'all not even strapped up before Von Zip? Y'all should already be ready to go, right?
Well, I don't think they weren't planning on going to 662. They only went to 662 looking to do the shooting.
But you got these dudes that y'all attending the same fight as the Death Row cast. Y'all both was in the same fight.
Right.
So why wouldn't y'all already be suited and booted beforehand? That's why I believe Von Zip didn't give him nothing. You know what I mean? Like that don't make. You know, they got business sense. It don't make gangster sense.
Right.
You just don't.
Not logic sense at all.
Yeah, it might not be true.
No, man. I don't believe none Keefe D say he's a habitual liar.
All right, so if they do decide to add new charges to Lil Durk, it looks like his trial will not be happening in 2026.
Free Mr. Banks.
Yeah. All right. Another rapper that could be washed up. Wouldn't it be crazy if both these guys will probably go to trial in 2027? Lil Durk trial will not happen this year if they add more charges. YNW Melly from Florida. His trial is scheduled for 2027, and he tried to get a bail. He's been in there since 2019.
7 years.
And they went for the bail hearing, and they denied him, obviously. Let me see if I have a clip here. And, I mean, we all know a few people. I can think of like 3 or 4 people who sat in that L.A. County jail for like 7, 8, 9 years. J-Hood. How many years did J-Hood do in the county jail?
I think 8.
Yeah. It happens, but it is kind of.
It happens. I've been in the kind of jail people that's been in there like 10 years and all that. The homie Tony Bunchy is
Yeah, I
here.
was there with that nigga.
Yeah,
He
for
was a
gang
long time
years.
too.
Sitting, trying to.
Who was the other person with them though? It was
Bay Bogart.
No, I know Bogart was
Low
the other
Red
one.
Flag.
Red Flag.
Yeah.
That's who it was. That's who Bogart got into with in the court that day.
I was in court that day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was in court that day.
Oh, yeah. Because boom, I went to court with them. I came in with them, and then they split. But I heard it when they came from court. He was like, "Yeah, nigga, Bogart did that." Too. I'm like, "Oh, what?"
I was right there. That's crazy.
I was there that day. That's crazy.
Big Evil from Swan was in the L.A. County Jail from like 2012 to like 2022. He did, but they brought him down from prison. He was
Right.
already in prison. They brought him down. Sat in that county jail for like a decade.
That's ugly.
Yeah.
And my boy, the with East Coasters, the two East Coasters.
What was that?
What's my boy name? Dang. They did like 10 years in the county jail.
All right. YNW Melly's defense says record label will post his bond if judge grants it. Well, the judge didn't grant it, but YNW Melly appeared in a Broward County courthouse, and his legal team renewed their push for pretrial release. The Florida rapper, born Jamel Demons, has remained in jail without bond since 2019. He is facing a retrial on 2 counts of first-degree murder in the 2018 killings of his YNW collaborators, Christopher Thomas and Anthony Williams. Defense attorney Raven Liberty argued that Melly's 6-year detention over 2,000 days merits reconsideration, especially after his 2023 trial ended in a mistrial. In March, his team filed a motion claiming he'd been denied communication with family and legal counsel while in custody. Liberty proposed strict terms, house arrest, 24-hour private security, GPS monitoring, with oversight shared between the court and law enforcement, and they were prepared to post his bond. Prosecutors pushed back. Assistant state attorney cited ballistic evidence, phone data placing Melly at the crime scene. He also pointed to a pending witness tampering case, arguing that Melly remains a threat to public safety and the judicial process. And he was ultimately denied. And I think that 9-3 split in the jury's verdict, well, it's not really a verdict. It's a mistrial. It's a hung jury. 9 guilty, 3 not guilty is a pretty strong. It's a pretty strong split for the defense to
go at him again.
For the defense to be confident.
Right.
Even though we think it's overwhelming against them because they got all kind of ballistics evidence, they got all kind of GPS, phone. These were people in his car. All 4 of these guys were in the car. 2 end up dead.
And the other dude cooperated on him.
And the other dude now is becoming a witness. We don't know what he's gonna say.
I think he'll get up there and free him.
You think he'll throw it off? Because he took his.
You know why? Because at first I didn't. But when I was just listening to when Alex said all that stuff, what rapper had done this, and I think about the Young Thug trial, I'm thinking all this stuff, and I'm like, this gonna be the twist.
Yeah, because you know what's crazy? The government has been unsuccessful at washing up a rapper.
They don't want to.
Well,
Young Thug,
they don't want to.
Gunna.
Young Thug was a state, Rico.
Yeah,
but I don't think they don't want to watch it. The thing is, it's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a movie. It's like we just throwing it out here. We sing Young Thug. We sing he beat the Rico.
No, I think these prosecutors
are trash. Because if the same prosecutors, if they would have flew in some prosecutors from California to try that case with Young Thug, he would have got cooked.
She was from California.
No.
You talking about Fonnie?
Yeah,
but she didn't. She wasn't in the court though.
Oh, I was gonna say she's the one. She's from California.
She's the DA of
Fulton County. Fulton County. She's from LA.
No. So that DA that was in that courtroom, that wasn't Fannie.
No, that wasn't Fannie.
Or whoever she was, she wouldn't. I would have been confident the whole time. Like she not a sharpshooter when it comes to DA.
You talking about the black woman though?
The black lady.
Yeah.
She sound like one of my homegirls.
So, but I'm saying it didn't go nowhere.
No. What I'm saying is, if they had the same prosecution that California got and flew him in the Atlanta, Thug and them would have been in trouble.
No, I'm saying this, bro. I'm saying this. They never had nothing. They never went nowhere though. That's what we all in this case. And we all start taking deals and stuff like that, bro. And we's not going nowhere. It's nobody going on the, you know what I'm saying? It's no trial really going on because everybody taking deals.
It went to Disney because you got the weirdos. You had witnesses coming up there. People would, and then why is this detective coming up there with a shiesty mask on?
Yeah,
like it was just crazy.
That was their gang expert. He didn't want to show his face.
Right.
All that stuff was crazy,
It was
bro.
a shit show, man. But
I thought the case was weak from the very beginning when I read the whole indictment. They had like 190 overt acts, and most of them was like social media, like holding guns in a social media photo. That's an overt act.
Right.
The serious thing was a murder that happened years ago that Young Thug didn't do, but they're saying his car or his rental car was a part of it.
Right.
They tried to link him. That was the worst thing in the indictment, a homicide where they already know who did it. Somebody else did it.
Right.
And they wanted to bring that into this Georgia RICO. It kind of backfired on them.
oh, okay, there go one person, Suge Knight. 28 years is considered washed.
Ooh, you got one.
So
I forgot about Suge.
Suge Knight,
Yeah.
he had to take
Suge got washed.
right,
28 years.
right. So there, Suge Knight.
But hey, what's up? The Sugar? What's the other person from New York though? What's his name?
Shine did 12.
Yeah, Shine.
And I'll say he got washed because he was in the prime of his career.
Right.
He was the next big
Then
bad boy artist.
Jimmy Henchman.
I look at
He's more of a gangster than a.
But he was in the industry. He was going
he
crazy
in
like
the
Suge.
Yeah, no, Suge was an executive though.
All right, yeah.
Suge
all right.
was a real.
He was like the manager though, right? Jimmy Henchman was like managing, right?
He did that after the fact.
he managed the game, and the game got like New York artists.
Yeah, all right.
Jimmy Henchman, but it had to be Suge Knight.
Suge for sure.
Feel me? But sheesh.
That's what on his downfall too. At the same time, Suge was already going out the window.
Hey, would you ever thought that Suge Knight and Puff Daddy would be in prison at the same time?
Not the
I
same
never
prison.
thought Puffy would be in prison at all.
Exactly.
Well, a lot of people thought Puffy was going to eventually do something ever since that shooting in New York in '99, that he was going to end up in law enforcement's hands again at some point, because that was some crazy shit that happened. That's when Shine ended up going did the 12 years, and then he got deported too, and then he became a powerful politician in Belize.
He did. I watched him and Big Boy. Him and Big had a conversation where his dad was the prime minister at that time.
Yep.
He got into it. He tried to do it for a certain area, but he didn't win. He didn't win though. But he's straight though. They messed with him out there for sure.
But his dad, his biological dad, wasn't in his life because he was the result of a side chick. He was Shine as a kid as a result of a side chick.
Wedlock, yeah.
Yeah. So the dad and Shine never really had a connection until I guess in recent years.
Right.
Yeah, and the dad could have helped Shine out early on,
yeah.
and he never did.
Never tried to.
Yeah, never tried to. And I guess you know why that is because the main wife don't want you messing around with none of those outside kids.
Exactly.
You know.
Hey, but I consider washed up like 20 plus. I don't consider Shine was washed up.
Yeah, it ruined his life.
Ruined his whole career.
Even though 12 years is not as much, we're saying 10 and under is not washed up.
Well, Max B just did 17.
Yeah, he got washed.
And he came home and hit the ground running.
But he must have been young when he went in.
No, this thing though, he hit the ground running, bro. He hit the ground running with help though. He didn't hit the ground running by himself. If he'd got it by himself, he wouldn't know nothing running.
But he must be young. He must still be young.
He's not young. He like 48, 49.
Wow.
No, he came on with a close support system, French Montana.
French Montana, exactly. French Montana and booming at this time, across seas and all that. So he got it, and they did it. And like he doing something by himself. Everything he doing is with French.
Well,
albums and all types of with French.
If YNW Melly is found guilty of this, he'll probably be the first person of hip hop to get sentenced to death.
I don't believe he will be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I strongly believe he gonna be free.
I believe that hip hop itself got a strong enough chokehold on this world that they wouldn't allow that.
Well, I think he's the first person in hip hop to face the death penalty.
I mean, Draco brag about it.
Right, Draco back to back.
But he was facing the death penalty?
Yeah.
Oh, they had special circumstances on his case?
But the thing is...
But they didn't pursue it. He was facing it in the beginning, but it wasn't part of the trial.
It's a good storyline.
Yeah.
You know, being a rapper. And all,
I think. So I don't know how.
You can face the death penalty when you're arrested, but once your trial starts, it's either on the table or off the table.
Right.
And I think it was off the table already.
Right.
YNW Melly, the death penalty is on the table for this dude.
Right.
And they kill people all the time out there in Florida.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
We looked it up.
Right.
They were the number 1 in 2025.
For sure. Florida and Texas, right?
Texas
Florida,
number
Texas.
2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Florida and Texas. I know that for sure.
All right, let me play this last clip of YNW Melly case.
Rapper YNW Melly is hoping a Broward County judge will allow him out of jail on bond while he awaits his double murder trial. He's been in BSO custody 6 years as his case plays out in court. And NBC6's Marissa Bagg is live in Fort Lauderdale to explain what his defense is proposing so he can go home, at least for now. Marissa?
Yeah, Jackie, these defense attorneys really pushing today for the judge to give Melly, a double murder suspect, the opportunity to bond out of jail, including pointing to his 2023 mistrial when a jury was unable to reach a unanimous verdict. 4 months ahead of his second double murder trial, rapper YNW Melly is trying to get out of jail. Melly, whose real name is Jamel Demons, wore a suit in Broward County Court Tuesday, asking Judge Martin Fine to issue him a bond, something that is rare for someone facing 2 capital murder charges. His attorneys assured the judge if allowed to bond out of custody, Demons would be on house arrest, wear an ankle monitor, and hire private security to watch his every move.
They would be reporting if there was any infractions of Mr. Demons. They would be reporting directly to myself, the rest of the legal team, the state attorney, and to the court. So you basically have your own deputy, paid deputy, with him.
Demons is accused of shooting and killing 2 friends in October of 2018 after leaving a recording studio in Fort Lauderdale late one night. Prosecutors cited ballistic evidence and cell phone records they say puts Demons at the scene of the crime as reasons he should remain in custody till his retrial later this summer.
He's already established that he presents a danger to the community, but not only that, he attempted to tamper with witnesses while in custody.
An attorney on behalf of the family of one of the victims, Anthony Williams, addressed the judge ahead of the hearing today, saying they object to any pretrial release. Demons' family and friends filled every available seat at today's hearing and gathered in the hallway afterwards, calling for his release.
Well, we kind of knew that that was a long shot,
right,
to get a bail on a double homicide, special circs, facing the death penalty.
You gotta try though.
Yeah, you gotta try. You gotta try. And the footage here shows a significant amount of support for YNW Melly, even though he's facing that double homicide.
Right.
Free him.
Free that man.
Well, he is probably him and Durk. Even though Durk's not facing, I don't think Durk is facing the death penalty. Is he?
I don't think so.
I don't think death penalty is on the. But if Durk is found guilty and YNW is found guilty, they're washed up 100%. If they're found guilty,
right.
It seems like Durk's case is looking a little weak since they want to add all this extra shit, which is not needed. What you already charged them with can get you washed up.
Right.
So why are you adding all these additional things? That means there's a weakness in their case that we're unaware of. And hey, the prosecutors in Florida, they're concerned about getting a second hung jury. That's why they flipped that other dude to become a witness.
Facts.
So we'll see what happens with that in the next next year, 2027. So this guy will have been in jail for 8 years.
By the time it starts, yeah.
By the time this trial starts.
Hey man, once y'all make it, bro, I reach the level of success. I gotta, you know what I mean, act like millionaires and not mob bosses and just live y'all life, bro.
You got the way.
You could support the homies like in a different way. You know what I mean?
You got to support the homies from a distance, in my opinion.
You'll still get wrapped up from a distance, supporting them from a distance.
Not if you're supporting your homies legitimately from a distance.
That's what I mean by in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's legitimate? Like what you? Because they got laws now that if I give you just money, Munchie, and me putting you on, and you go do a crime, they can charge me because I'm giving you the means to live like that.
Yeah, but if you're unaware of whatever Munchie did with whatever your assistance contributed to, you're not
but
guilty of that.
That's after I gotta go to court with him. I gotta go to trial with him.
You gotta prove it.
I gotta prove that.
2 years later, we're gonna figure it out.
I've been in the county with 2.5 years now. I'm trying to. They finally feel like, oh no, see, he wasn't funny Munchie for that. He was funny Munchie for because of this.
And then the bad part with you is that they'll take all your previous convictions,
right, and
your
then,
previous
right,
criminal history,
right,
and make that relevant to something today,
right.
To influence the court. where I think someone like myself can do the same thing and get away with it. I've never been to jail. I've never been to prison. I've lived a crime-free life for majority of
Let
it.
them tell it. I ain't never been to the penitentiary, but you have. Remember?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Whack 100 tried to tell a story. I've been to because there's a mugshot that they took off my Instagram page.
Right.
I want to say they took it from my Instagram page because he acts like he be doing research and the media team found some shit.
You put that out there, bro.
They went to my Instagram page and took a picture of a mugshot that I had.
You know what a media team is? It's crackheads, bro.
Yeah.
They say it's high as hell, late night with Whack.
And try to say I went to the pen for something, which never happened. I ain't never walked a prison yard in my life. But I think that your past is always going to, your criminal past is always going to haunt you.
Period.
In terms of what you want to do in the future.
No, that's any past. I feel like any past you can have with kids. I got kids, and that shit it haunts me today. Like not that like my kids is bad, but just having baby mama just now like oh my God, like I still going through stuff with this woman for 19 years. So it's,
with one of your baby mamas.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was hunting. I'm just saying like her just talking.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, go get this, go buy this, or this. Like damn, I'm ever gonna live up past this? Like damn, I've been doing this 19 years. Like. Is you over it now?
Hey, I think I was telling Munchie on one of our episodes. I know these two dudes that are beefing to this day for something that happened in 1989.
Wow.
Yeah, over like you stole my car or you broke into you stole some shit from me and you stole some shit. Happened in 1989.
They still beefing.
They still beefing. Yeah, they still beefing.
I don't want. If that's that old, bro, it doesn't matter what the fuck happened. Straight up.
Yeah, you still beefing over somebody breaking in your car in '89 is crazy.
Yeah, man.
You had 5 cars since then.
More than that. 89. I was 2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, the Irish gangster from Boston, is it Whitey Bulger?
Mm-hmm.
He got killed in a federal prison cell for his snitching and his ratting from decades ago.
And
he was like 89 or 90 years old.
It happened like that, though. It happened like that.
Yeah.
It happened like that.
Dude was already a senior citizen that can barely move.
Yeah.
But they had an opportunity.
That's understood, though.
They transferred him to this federal prison on the first day he got there. They hit him.
I know that.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. When you tell on somebody, snitch somebody, you killing them. Like that. That's a different form of taking their life. You know what I mean? So that's to never be forgiven.
But if you robbed me 30 years ago for something that was valuable to me, am I supposed to forgive you? I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Because we talking about you said a car radio.
We talking some material stuff.
Yeah.
Then we talking about somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? So some things that you can like. Me and Munchie have a fight. I can forgive. I had a fight with Munchie and we was 14, 15 years old, and we 30 now.
Yeah.
And nigga, and Munchie unaliving my brother. Now I don't like the nigga Munchie. So in certain situations, be just, you know what I'm saying? It's a hit and miss. Like I said, a car that's material shit. Like something that nobody died, it's material. So yeah, we
That was one of the radios you used to pull out. You could slide the radio up back there. Like you probably had one of those.
What's they called it? The Kenwoods?
Yeah, come on, man.
Kenwoods and the Alpines.
Oh, the Alpines.
And there's another one called Blah Punt. I don't know if you heard of that one.
My
No, I remember
that sounds crazy.
I remember.
You never heard of Blah Punt?
Yeah, that's it.
It was
The Alpines and Kenwoods for sure.
Alpines, Kenwoods, and Blah Punts. Blah Punts were in BMWs.
Oh, so we didn't have the BMWs like that.
That was a high-end radio, the Blah Punt. I remember people used to say, hey, man, I need a radio. What kind you want? An Alpine, a Kenwood, or a Blah Punt.
Shit.
And then JVC was a thing back then.
Right.
And then let me ask you this: 6x9 speakers, is that still a big deal for cars? 6x9s. Who made the top 6x9 speakers back in the day? This was you had to have this brand speaker for 6x9s.
Hey, back in what day? What
Exactly.
What is that?
About the 80s and early 90s.
I don't know.
The Pioneer speakers.
Okay.
Pioneer had the best 6x9s.
Pioneers, I would say that's the only ones I had. Pioneers.
And then the woofers in the 80s, Serwin Vega.
Oh yeah.
Serwin Vega. Yeah, that was the woofer that everybody wanted, Serwin Vegas.
That's before our time.
Yeah, we guess what we were born.
Hey man, I can't believe how many different kind of rims that there are now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
In the 80s, there was like just 1 or 2 rims.
Dayton's.
Yeah, Dayton's. That was it. And then maybe they came out with these rims called Lorenzos.
We had the spokes to it. We call them
The spokes.
Yeah, that was Dayton.
Oh, laces. We call those laces.
Laces.
Yeah.
Laces.
Dayton's and laces.
Laces on there, yeah.
And then on the laces, you had the special tire, the skinny tire.
Flat tires.
It was called a 520.
Yeah.
Laces and 520s.
Right.
Yeah, man.
They had them on IROC. I remember my uncle had an IROC. I'm like, there's them skinny ass tires. Now you get the flat tires. Now you get all that same thing.
All right, man. What can people expect from you coming up soon, Slim?
Oh, they can expect a lot of stuff, man. I'm gonna start vlogging and all type of stuff, man. I've been dropping different content on different pages. I'm out here today just to deal with my family, but ODM Slim show, you know what I'm saying? That's always can find me there.
You got the second live channel too.
Yeah, ODM Slim live. I got a called No Custers too. I tell little stories and stuff too. You know, I just No Custers. I got a couple little things I've been doing, man. I just been, you know what I'm saying, staying low.
Munchie B.
MB_ the mayor on Twitter and Instagram, and then everybody like, hype, subscribe. Morals Over Money TV, man. Content and getting it in.
There you go. And this episode will be on the Street TV YouTube channel for those who want to watch it. We're on all audio platforms, Spotify and Apple. So tap in there. We out.